Nothing like that first cup of coffee in the morning, particularly if it's in a camp situation. Cheers. Good morning, Mr. Clayton.
Well, good morning to you there, Mr. Wysoon. Little of this coffee, I think I'll be hitting on maybe 8 cylinders, you know. Well, you know, I'm excited. We get awake here around the old camp. We'll head down there and check that hog trap, you know. And then run that trot line. I have a feeling we're going to have some catfish on there, Larry.
I got a feeling there's going to be some catfish on there too. I wouldn't be surprised though if we didn't have a couple of other fish on there as well too.
Yeah.
But maybe the catfish got to them first and they pretty much ate everything, you know, and keep some of the other things off of it.
Yeah. Well, the turtles, they wore us out during the day, and that's very common, especially baiting up with liver or something like that, you know. They hit a lot of them. We caught one that we actually stocked in the lake yesterday, late in the day, but I bet when the sun set, those catfish probably turned on, you know.
Mr. Jeff just asked if you needed a cup. You know, you really doesn't need a cup. It's pretty hot. You could just kind of pour it down your throat. But
I'll drink it right out of the pot, I'm telling you.
It might be a little bit on the warm side to do that.
That's the way the old cowboy, that's the way the tough cowboys did it, is that right?
It is. Do you know that there's a boar at the feeder right now?
Right now, waiting, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
My phone just went off in there, and I'm like,
uh-oh.
Yeah.
What size boar is he?
Pretty good one. Yeah. And here we stand.
Here we are. Well,
weaponless.
There's probably one in the trap too. You know, we probably have one in the trap.
Let's hope so.
Very possible. Catfish on the line. I think we might want to just make a pact right now and just desert civilization totally and stay down here. I wonder if we could just maybe stay like a week, disappear down here.
Would anybody miss us? I don't know.
I don't know.
Not for a week, right? We'd be good.
We could eat catfish and shoot hogs, couldn't we?
Oh, we'd live off the land.
We could do that, no question about it.
Well, we found out yesterday, even if we can't catch channel cat real well, we're pretty good at catching big old bullhead and little old bullhead, and they eat pretty good too.
That'd be a delicacy, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would.
It is. It is a delicacy.
Yeah. No, I have eaten them, and if they're fresh, you cook them fresh, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're very good.
Like I said, their flesh is a little yellowish compared to most everything else. But I mean, I remember years ago we'd have what I'd call regular catfish, and have bullhead, and you'd end up picking those bullheads out of all the other catfish just because they did have a really good flavor to them.
I've read that up north they're really, you know, they're sought after and fished for.
I suppose a big one get some little fillets off there. Yeah.
Yeah, I caught some by the house in a gravel pit 3 or 4 years ago. There's a bunch of them in that one pit. We cooked them 2 or 3 times. Yeah,
I've caught them in those little creeks around home too, and where there's a little bit of a running water. It seemed like they were even better in
those.
Fresher
tasting, yeah.
We caught one on the trot line last time when we initially set that. Remember, we caught a pretty good size bullhead on there.
They get up to, I would say, around a couple of pounds, maybe, the bigger ones. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know what I'm thinking about? Our dessert last night. We all enjoyed some cobbler, blackberry cobbler, but this coffee is calling for some more cobbler.
Screaming breakfast, bring me something with it.
You know who the last one was to go to sleep last night? Me. You think there's any cobbler left?
Oh, no. Well, maybe there's a few berries on it. I know how to make it now.
A couple of wild berries, we'll go pick them.
We'll go pick some berries.
No, I think there may be a little bit left, but let me tell you what, I was sure tempted last night if everybody went to bed going, you know, maybe I could go get the rest of that cobbler when nobody's up and about.
I don't think I've ever met anyone that does not like cobbler, you know?
I haven't either, and I'm not sure I want to.
Yeah, don't want to meet them. The feet are going off. What?
Squealing hog.
I heard them.
What if it's in the feet in the trap?
Could well be.
I trapped it.
Did you hear it?
I did hear just then.
I didn't hear it. The high-pitched sounds as a rule, I honestly, I've trapped a bunch of them in that little trap, a bunch, and I've never had one squealing, but there could be one in there and some around him, you know.
Either that or there are 2 of them in there, and you know that
be a little close quarters for 2. Yeah. So I could see.
And one of them pushing the other one a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, he was going at it out there a second ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, we'll run out there after a cup of coffee.
We're off to the races.
We are. We're going to go check the trot line, and we're going to check the trap that we have set for hogs. See what we got going on here. Beautiful morning, eh?
Absolutely gorgeous. Sun just about to pop out. Squirrels running across the road.
Friends, that's how it's done. Let's take a look. Four.
That's more than I've ever caught. Let's see if I can get their heads loose a little bit. They're just in a bad angle.
They're pushed in there together. Is what
They're at a bad angle there, aren't they?
Well, either, but I tell you what, I know what I heard. I'm like, I hear squealing hogs, man. I think gotta be in that trap. Sure enough. Look at that.
How about that? Set the trap this afternoon, or last afternoon.
Wow.
Tell you what, they attracted mosquitoes. You notice that?
Do what there?
They attracted a few mosquitoes.
Yeah, they did.
Cool.
Okay, well,
What do you think,
I feel
Mr.
like
Clayton?
feeding 4 hogs.
That's that little trap I probably trapped 30 or 40 hogs, but I've never caught 4. I've caught 3 pigs at one time, but now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of them.
Definitely 4 pigs.
And some of the best eating, I might add. Those are
the right
primo
size, aren't they?
Yes, they are. If that hog can get out of there easy, if he just knows
they just got his nose turned the wrong way.
Yeah.
That's a cool looking little gray pig right there.
Isn't that one? I've seen that one, yeah, on trail cam. Just a heck of an animal.
I got one that's going to be a little aggressive if he were to make it to be an old hog, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They're little boars. I don't know about these right here, but I think that little gray one's a little boar too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
You're right.
The old trap, that's a stock aluminum trap that weighs 53 pounds, and you can move it around. I mean, it's not made for hog eradication, but right now it is, four at one time.
But it's made for what you're doing, what we'd like to do right here. We're just trying to catch eating hogs.
Yeah,
so, I
right.
mean,
We got it too.
But you're right. I don't know, neither one of us has got time nor the energy, I think, right now to butcher 4 hogs. Anybody got a sharp knife?
Oh, yeah. And then the trot line likely's got a bunch of fish on
We
it.
may have more hogs than we do fish on the trot line. I don't know.
Well, somebody said 4. Luke, was it you that said 4 catfish this morning?
Yeah.
Well,
4 hogs.
I think you were thinking about 4 hogs. Is
I
what
never
you were thinking
dreamed
about.
we'd have 4 hogs. That's good.
It is.
Well, the question is now, what do we want to do?
Well, we don't want to butcher 4 hogs.
No.
But if I tell you what, if we want to shoot one, I'd say let 3 of them go.
That's what I do.
I think
let
Or let them all go. I don't care.
Or let that little gray one go for sure. I wish if we had a knife, we'd catch him and castrate him. And
if we get those 2, their heads out of there, I'd get up
If
on
that
top
hog
and
there would turn around, or we can just we've got pork. I mean, I don't know.
we can let them go.
Let's let them
yeah,
go.
let's let them go. We'll come back.
If
You
people
want me to
wouldn't
get on top and
Yeah.
it's just a matter of lifting that.
Yeah, once we open that gate and just don't be in front, that some of them will run on, that and will run on out.
Yeah.
You just get in the back and I'll open the gate up, Jeff, and that'll...
Well, y'all don't mind. I'm going to step back a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to get them when you open the gate.
You want me to get up on top of it?
I'd get behind it and run them. Because when I open that gate, that one's going to run on out. We might not be able to open it.
That's what I'm saying. We got to get their heads out of there.
As a matter of fact, we may wind up having to... Let me hang this camera up there. Here he comes.
Come on. Come on. Let me get behind and see if I can get him out of there.
Yeah, that one, he sees that.
There you go.
There's one. Go.
Come on. Go.
There's two.
2 to go.
We don't want you going that way, boys.
There you go. He gets now push his nose.
Pull his head out. Come on, pull your head out. Come on. Be careful there, Larry.
Damn,
I'm just trying to free you guys. Be nice. Well, folks, these are wedged in there tight.
yeah. Oh, you got the camera? Oh, okay.
Yeah. If we could just get them. I got their noses in there tight.
All right, buddy, now come on, get your head through there.
Come on, baby.
No, that jaw has just got him.
You got him?
Yeah,
Well,
that jaw's not letting it go.
we may end up with pork, folks. I don't know. It's just, unless they can get their heads out, they're in trouble.
Yeah. Well, we got 2 hams and 4 little back straps is what we've got.
Yeah.
Well, it's one of the things we did our best trotter releases. We did.
We did. That little one below, I wish we could get him out, but darn it. Okay. Come on, dude, get your head out of there.
They're just not going to come out of it.
They are really wedged.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't see any other things we can do. Pretty much. I don't see how you got your little heads through there, you rascals. Caught there.
You'd think that little one would come out of there, but he won't. It's that jaw, Larry.
Yeah.
That right jaw.
Yeah.
Yeah, the jowls are actually stuck
Yeah.
in there.
Okay. Well.
The only answer is to beat that bar over or shoot them and cut their heads off.
Well,
Jeff, if we got some kind of a, that ain't gonna get it either. We have to.
I don't know how else to do it. All right, well, Larry's got a hammer there. Maybe we can.
Oh, there's a hammer. Let me hold that one too.
Well, it's his ear.
You want me to hold his head? Nothing to hit on, is it?
It's just so limited room.
I'm trying to
Push his, maybe the little one's head down. Would that, will it go down?
Yeah, see if he goes.
See if he'll slide down. Boy.
He doesn't want to slide down.
No.
Watch your finger.
Yep.
Now,
Push your body back around this
yeah.
way. There he is. He ought to come out of there.
Yeah, he's almost
got
out.
one here,
Golly.
get your body back over there. There you go. There's one.
We got one. Should we get him out?
Yeah, let's let him go.
All right. Come on, fella. He's a happy camper.
Now we can get this one's body over. Down lower in the middle. Yeah. Now, if his head's down, it'll come back out of there. Right there.
There we go.
Okay, good. All right, buddy, hit the road.
Go. Hit the road, Jack.
You're a fortunate little hog. Turn around. Turn around. He'll see that hole.
Come this way. Come on. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay.
Well, the little trot works, don't it, Larry?
I'd say it works quite well.
Well, boys, an early morning adventure here on a Sportsman's Live, huh?
You're darn right.
The interesting thing about this is we set this trap to catch pork. We caught pork, what did we do?
We cut it loose.
We turned it loose.
For all of our friends listening, some of this maybe looked a little bit, a little tough, but those hogs were wedged in there. We had a choice of shooting them, and we really, you know.
I want you to see this, folks. This is what we were up against here. Take a look at the bend. So we had to bend that back.
This one was bent like this.
Just like
so
right. Yep.
Thankfully, Jeff had the hammer.
The hammer worked.
The hammer worked.
Well, let's go catch.
Well, we caught hogs. We let them go. Let's catch some catfish, and we'll go let them go as well.
Yeah, right. We'll put them in the other tank.
That's
How about
right.
that?
All right, folks. We'll be back shortly.
Well, hello, my friends. What do you say we have a little cooking segment in today's show? Let's make some dehydrated smoked tomatoes. Now, these will not be dehydrated to the fact that they'll be just really, really dry. They'll be dry, but what I want to do is make the basics for some soups and stews. Any kind of Mexican dish, these smoked tomatoes go really well. I've got a big crop of tomatoes in the garden, so we're going to put them in the smoking tanks. I'm going to show you how really sea salt is all you need when you start smoking them. Have some of this really good B&B charcoal, some of their pecan wood. I'm going to take an axe and cut this up, cut some little pieces, and put that in my smoking tanks to smoke them with. So let's get going. Let me slice a bunch of these up, and when you slice them, you want to cut them almost all the way through, butterfly them if you will, and open them up. So I'll show you here on the grill. Let's get going and make some good smoked tomatoes. What do you say? Okay, here they are ready to put in the smoker, folks, and if you notice, each one of them, I cut them almost all the way through, but I kind of butterflied them, if you will. You can see that. Left the skin connected, and I think they just kind of cook a little better. But that flesh side down, you see, will let most of the moisture out of it. We'll put them in the smoking tanks on that pecan wood for about 6 hours to start with, then we'll take a look. They won't be totally dehydrated, but they'll be dry. That's what we're looking for. Folks, let's make us some smoked dehydrated tomatoes. It's July, and I have had an abundance of these Roma tomatoes. Actually, I'm going to put them in the smoking tank smoker. They're already salted with sea salt. You know, pretty liberally actually, but I'm going to smoke them with some pecan wood. I've got some of that B&B charcoal dried, kennel dried wood, pecan wood. We're going to smoke them probably, I'm going to guess about 6 hours at about 150 degrees. Now, they won't really be totally dehydrated, but most of the moisture will be gone. Then we'll freeze them, and you're talking about a good tomato flavor for any kind of Mexican soups or stews or any kind of dish like that. But I'm going to turn them over, and I'll show you a picture there. I'm going to flip these things where they're flesh side down. I had to put them flesh side up to salt them down, but we're going to flip them over, and then we're going to put them in the smoking Texas electric smoker. Well, friends, after about 6.5 hours in the smoking Texas electric smoker, here is our smoked tomatoes. Now, I could keep these going another few more hours and get them really dry, almost to the point of being dehydrated, but I'm thinking soups and stews. To check this out, I'll go through here and take remove the skins on each one of these. We don't want that in our soup or stew. But just take a look. I've already eaten a couple of these. I actually put a little pepper on them. Very, very tasty. I'll let these cool down. I'll probably put them in the refrigerator. Of course, I'll remove all the skins, have them like this one right here. And then let them cool down, then I'll freeze them. And then when we get ready for some good soups or stews, we will have some smoked tomatoes. Hope you enjoyed our little video, folks.
Yes, it is.
Got Luke over here taking photographs. Luke, you gonna use these in a newspaper?
I haven't figured out
what. Way, Luke?
Yeah, turn it sideways so I can see more of his body. I put him on the butt. Set him up on top of the. There you go. There you go. There. That's what I'm looking for. I've got my long lens on. Perfect.
Okay, show me his belly before you turn him loose if you can.
All right, folks. That is a soft-shelled turtle. A mighty heavy one, by the way. That's our trout line catch of the morning. Woo! Alrighty, let's let him go. Ready?
This is catch and release morning, guys.
Catch and release.
A little bit out of character for me and for you guys too. Whoop.
All I need.
We put my camera up and then I'll come back and help. Right here, I can lay it.
Okay, I'll lay it right there and I'll bring it to Luke. Okay. Put the boat back off the water.
Buddy, I worked up one heck of a sweat, but you know what?
Yeah, that's turtle. The turtles.
Yeah, on a positive note, we'd have no animals to clean, so I won't have to work up any more of a sweat.
I was down here thinking about my newspaper column, you know, it's 2 days from now.
Let me guess, catch and release.
That's it. catch and release, which is totally out of character.
Yes, for us clowns.
Yeah, but 4 hogs, a soft shell turtle. We could literally, you and I and Mr. Weisson here, we could live down here for indefinitely.
Yeah, what we would have probably done is had the smoker already fired up.
Yeah.
Luke would be over here taking out backstrap, and we would be probably preparing a
feast.
A beautiful meal.
That's right.
But anyway.
Yeah, but I'll reiterate on the hog deal. It was a little graphic, but those hogs had wedged themselves in that, and that aluminum stock will bend, you know, but they just weren't big enough to bend it to get out. And
their jowls right there. They got them wedged in there, and then there was no getting
I
out.
I was thinking, honestly thinking, we're probably going to have to butcher 2 of them. Which I mean, we could have done that too, but you know, we can relax, have a little breakfast, and kick back.
You bet, you bet. Well, the hammer worked. Larry was able to tap them open enough to
Just
get them
enough.
out. And
Yeah.
Boy, they were happy when they took off, weren't they?
They don't know how fortunate they were.
Well, they'll live for another day, and
we were too.
That's right, Larry. That's
next
right.
time they come around, they'll be just a little bit bigger, and they'll have a little bit bigger backstrap, right?
Packing a little bit more meat.
Yeah, and if we had been out there with y'all's air gun or a bow or a rifle or a pistol like I used to like to shoot, they'd probably be hanging in the cool room right there right now.
Exactly, Larry. Well, I tell you, I think this wraps up another, and I will reiterate, exciting episode. And a little bit tired. Our buddy Jeff here, he was running the trot line. Turtle was all over him. You know?
Yeah, that soft shell turtle, but that thing was heavy.
Oh,
nice turtle.
Solid, you know.
Yep.
But next week, we don't know exactly where we're going to be, but we're going to have some more fun. So,
guaranteed
folks,
fun.
Guaranteed fun. Make sure and tune in next week.
And a special thanks to these fine sponsors: Air Force Air Guns, B&B Charcoal, Dallas Safari Club, Hornaday, Pyramid Air, Taurus Firearms, Sightmark, Smokin' Tex, Snap Lock Hunting Blinds, TRHP Outdoors, and Striper Express.